because they had Jerry B and they had Gary Bird and, you know, all the great voices, and they could really talk and really rap. So anyway, make a long story short, my sister said, why don't you take the job? If you don't like it, you can always quit. I never forgot that. So I took the job. It was $125 for 6 days a week. No overtime when Frankie Crocker was late for 2 hours. You have to stay in there for that. But I have to give credit to Frankie Crocker for having the vision to hire a woman at that time. And when I look back over it, and I just took my little computer and I added up, that was 52 years ago. And I don't know how that happened because I'm still 39. I picked the number and I stick with it. And I don't know, but this calculator says 59 years ago. And what really, 52 years ago. And what really happened as I realized I was looking at Summer of Soul. Summer of Soul, have y'all seen that Summer of Soul thing? And if you realize that Summer of Soul was in the summer of 1969, WLIB FM came into being around the end of 1970. And what did it do? It amplified every single voice that was in the Summer of Soul. The Summer of Soul was a young Stevie Wonder, a young Gladys Knight, a young, all of the Nina Simone and all of the greats that you saw. And when LIB first started FM, the introduction to FM radio, we played vinyl. And you could go in the room and it was a total Black experience and sound. And to me, that was the most creative, genius musical time in history. And it gave us a look inside the psyche of our African-American musical artists, composers and singers and writers. And so we had a chance to live through a period of some great geniuses. And so when Percy Sutton, a visionary, decided to buy WLIB AM and WLIB FM, then we moved from where, do you know where Red Rooster is now, 301 Lenox Avenue, where Red Rooster is now, moved from there downtown to 801 2nd Avenue, where it became WBLS. And that changed the whole musical landscape and the ownership of African-American radio stations, and set an example to follow of Black excellence on the air. And so I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. And no matter what happened, if that didn't happen, none of what is happening now could happen, including all of us who are on here now. Thank you for the accolades, and thank you for, this tribute to consider it. And it feels like a community. So it feels also like we need not stop here. We need to gather coming out of this pandemic and this isolation and this concern and this fear that, has permeated. We need each other. We need each other's voices, and we should continue, through this process. I'm really happy